Kia ora year 12 and 13. This is a really quick video looking at how to rationalise surds. It's based on Old Delta, chapter 28.5 on page 261. Okay, so we are going to do a thing called rationalising the denominator. And rationalising the denominator is a maths convention that says that when I've got a number like this one here, I don't want to leave a surd in the denominator. I need to get rid of it. So we can always multiply a fraction by 1, and that's all rationalising the denominator is about. So 1 over root 5 is exactly the same as 1 over root 5 times root 5 over root 5. So that now gives me in the denominator just 5 and root 5 in the numerator. So that's all we can do with that one. So that's a tick. That's a nice answer for a mathematician to see. The next one, same idea. We're going to go 5 over 2 root 10. We don't want the root 10 left in the denominator, so we times the top and bottom by root 10. Now that gives me 5 root 10 over 20. So now I need to simplify the 5 over 20, and I'm going to get 1/4. So my final answer, which is just going to squeeze on the page, will be 10 root 10 on 4. I'm not sure if we can see that just because of how this app works, so I'll just write it out again up here. Okay, so the numerator is root 10, and I've simplified the 5 over 20 to give me 1/4, so I just write that here like that. There's no further simplification possible for the root 10 because it doesn't have any squares lurking inside there. So that's my final answer there. Right, 2 more to try on the next slide. Okay, so I want you to pause the video and have a go at doing these two on your own. And if you want more practice, remember there are 16 nice questions in the Delta book to try. Okay, so here, just change the pen, we're going to have 24 over 7 root 42 times root 42, and up here we'll have another root 42. Right, so what that's going to give me is 24 times root 42 over 7 times 42. So we look at that. Don't reach for your calculators, please. Let's just look at what we can do with that top line. We've got 6 times 4, root 42. And down here we've got 7 times 7 times 6. Okay, so the 6's simplify out, and I'm left with 4 root 42 on 49. But let's take a closer look and just see if there are any perfect squares lurking inside 42. Right, so always a good thing to do just before you finish that off. So 4 is not a factor of 42, so we can't get rid of that. Neither 6 and 7 aren't perfect squares, so that's as far as we can go with that one. So 4 root 42 over 49. Just to check that you know this, what I've written there is exactly the same as writing that. Now, you're in Year 13 calculus, so that should be obvious, but just in case, I'll pop that in there. And the last example, I'm going to pop a new slide in for this. Okay, so 18 on root 6. We would need to get rid of the surd in the denominator times the top and bottom by root 6. Numerator becomes 18 root 6. Denominator becomes just 6, so that is 3 root 6. So look, we got rid of our fraction completely. Okay, that's all from me for now. Hope that helped, and make sure you do some practice.